This is Jerry Coviello, a member of the International Federation of Fly Fishers fly tying group, to show how to tie the yellow stonefly nymph. Materials needed for this fly: a hook, a 3x or 4x long. I'm using a Mustad 9672. Thread, brown 6/0. Underbody, 2 strips of heavy wire, whether it be lead or non-lead. A tail of goose biots. A rib of copper wire, an overbody of brown turkey tail, an abdomen yellow fur about halfway up the body, wing case brown turkey tail, and I'm doing it a double, and the thorax the same as the abdomen, yellowish brown color, but I'm using a spinning loop. Step 1, attach the thread to the shank of the hook, wrap it from the eye to the bend and back. On each side of the hook shank, tie in a strip of the wire to each side, one on the opposite side and one closest to you. This will give the fly a flat appearance. What I like to do is take the tying thread and wrap over the underbody multiple times. There are even times I would take head cement and coat it so that the wire would not twist or turn. Tie a small ball of dubbing at the bend of the hook. This will help separate the 2 goose biots. Now take the goose biots for the tail. They will be 1.5 gaps long. You will take 1 biot and tie it along the far side where the dubbing is, and you'll tie it in at the space between the dubbing and the wire body. And then you'll attach the closer one to you on the opposite side, the near side of the shank, at the same point, at the space between the ball of fur and the wire body. And by doing this, they will splay out and they will look fork-like, forked tail. Now we add the copper wire for the ribbing. This will be tied also at the bend of the hook under the shank of the hook. What I like to do is then take the wire and pull it to the far side of the hook. Also at the bend of the hook on the top, we will attach the overbody. This will be a piece of brown turkey tail, and we usually put the shiny side down, and we tie that at the bend. Now we'll dub the abdomen. Increase the taper as you move up the shank of the hook. Should stop a little more than halfway up the shank of the hook. Now pull the turkey tail over the body for the overbody of the stonefly. Rib the abdomen with the copper wire. Nice even loops. 4 to 5 wraps should do it. Tie in the turkey tail for the wing case. You should cut a segment that's just a little wider than the body. Now it is time to use a dubbing loop to create the thorax. What I like to do is I'm using a button hook. I take the thread, make a nice loop, turn it over so that I could stick the fur in between the loop. Now spin the dubbing loop. This way all the guard hairs will stand out 90 degrees from the thread. When you wrap the dubbing loop for the thorax, make sure your first wrap goes backwards just a little bit so that when you pull over the wing case, there won't be any gaps between the thorax and the abdomen. Now pull over the turkey tail for the wing case. Use your bodkin so that when you pull it over, it'll give a nice. You could see the how the wing pad will stand out better. Okay, we want to repeat this process one more time so that we can show the double wing case that a stonefly has. What you could do next is pull at the guard hairs to make the legs stick out more, or even stick your bodkin along the sides and tease out the guard hairs. These guard hairs are the legs of a stonefly nymph. At this point, I'm going to whip finish the fly and cut the tying thread, and then I'm going to do an optional antennas out of the turkey tail.